Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody. My name is MiAh the King, and people who take care of chickens are literally chicken tenders. Now then, today we're taking a look at a game just released on Steam called Tale Tavern, a first-person simulator game where you take over an old abandoned tavern and want to rebuild it into the best damn tavern there is. Developed by Cyanart Games and published by Grab the Games and Upgrade Point. Released not in early access and selling for $15. So, what is this game? Well, it's a tavern simulator. That's about it. One that can be played online with up to 4 people, so you and 3 buddies can join in and have some fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the story. You're just a random nobody who builds up a tavern. So yeah, I guess we'll just go right on into the good and the bad, right? So up first is the good, and for me, that was the graphics. I actually like the art design. It's designed a specific way, and it works really well. Now, it's not perfect, right? The character models are a little bit off, as you'll see throughout the video. But other than that, everything looked really interesting. It almost looks like Hydroneer or Raft style of graphic design, which I'm actually quite fond of. Despite this artistic choice, the game still offers good lighting, good attention to detail, and great contrast, as well as great color choices. It looks realistic, and yet fantasy at the same time, so overall, it was fun to watch. Next up for the positives is the sound design. The game sounds great. The music is perfectly majestic, which works well for the setting, and it's not annoying or overbearing. The sound effects are pretty standard, which is fine as long as they're not awful, and the game even offers some voice acting. Now, the voice acting, it's a bit off. I'm not sure if it was done cringy like this on purpose, or if it was an accident. And then even the NPCs will have sim-like language and speak in a way you can't understand when they're having fun in your tavern. They'll even sing, which I think is actually in English? But yeah, long story short, the game sounds good almost everywhere and it wasn't annoying. That's the big part, it wasn't annoying. Next up for the positives is the player comfortability. What's that? Well, it's a combination of things like the user interface, stability, price, and tutorial. All things that make players comfortable or uncomfortable about their game. I wanted to mash them all together, so that's what I'm doing. The user interface, or the UI, is actually nice. It's simple and easy to navigate, and it works well with its theme. The controls are what you'd expect them to be. The shortcut keys are what you want them to be. The stability of the game was great, though sometimes it was a little awkward. But other than a few hitches here and there, it was working really well. Never dropped frames or froze or crashed or anything like that for me, which made playing it a lot more fun and comfortable. Then you've got the price tag. I mean, $15 for a stable game that you could play online with your friends and has voice acting? Yeah, that price tag is freaking awesome. That's an amazing price. And then you've got the tutorial. It's not annoying and long-winded like a lot of tutorials are. It's a simple tutorial for a fairly simple game, teaching you exactly what you need to know in a nice, precise, and brief kind of way, all while slowly integrating you within the game and making it stay hands-on, thus helping you learn easier and learn by doing, all without being annoying. Again, a good thing that it's not annoying. Last but not least for the positives is the gameplay. The gameplay is the best part of this game, if you're into simulators, that is. If you're not, then what are you even doing here? But whatever. So the gameplay, it's actually more than I thought it would be, like a lot more. For instance, I really thought that I was just going to be stuck inside my tavern the whole time, just kind of doing my own thing, serving customers and buying supplies, like a lot of these do. But that's not the case here. There's actually a world out there for you to explore. I learned this when I received a delivery order. Someone actually ordered food for a picnic or something, and I had to go and bring them their food. Like somebody called in somewhere and they're like, hey, you deliver pizza or something. And anyway, when I grabbed my food and I went out there to go deliver that to them, because I had to cook it first, I saw that there were tons of things and places to see and explore. I got attacked by a boar, I defended myself, and I got boar meat, which let me know that I would eventually be cooking it. I found wild corn, which gave me corn seeds, letting me know that soon I'd be farming. And after delivering the food, I got a nice big paycheck. So along with maintaining and leveling up your tavern, you can explore and do other stuff. Now, as far as I can tell and as far as I saw so far, you can't really customize, which is kind of a bummer, but as you gain tavern levels by serving customers and delivering food orders, you unlock newer areas inside your tavern to expand your business and unlock new areas and whatnot so you can do other stuff. But it also allows you to unlock newer crafting tables and recipes and other functions of running your tavern. You have to cook the food manually and wash dishes manually. You have to brew different types of alcohol manually, serve your food and stuff manually. You got to clean manually. So like, you got to do everything yourself, which I actually kind of liked it because it was actually decent and well designed. I swept up the floor, then I cooked up some porridge, then I brewed some ale. I opened my tavern, people came in, I served them whatever they ordered, washed the dishes, and then I used my broom to kick out the drunkards who will literally stay there forever, taking up space until you kick them out. I had to learn that the hard way. I farmed my own corn to make boiled corn, I cooked boar meat, and so much more, and I've barely even scratched the surface of this game, and I gotta say, I'm excited to go back in. The gameplay is something very, very important that more games need: player retention and addictive qualities. This game has them. The repetitive loop, the intricate and interesting, well-designed, cohesive gameplay, and just the overall quality to keep you invested and coming back for more. And with a game like this, it's something you really want. I mean, it's something you really want for a lot of games, but for one like this, you definitely want it. Now, I am worried I might be leaving some things out, but basically, the gameplay is great, tons of fun, and I couldn't think of anything negatively to say about it. Oh, I did forget though, I got attacked by zombies. It actually scared the shit out of me when they appeared behind me inside my tavern. Apparently waves of zombies will come after you, I guess. Didn't see that coming, and apparently you can buy better gear to fight with, but I haven't gotten there yet. The point is, zombies. And that's it for the positives. Up next is the negatives. However, before I go into that, make sure you remember to support the growth of my channel. I mean, if you found this video entertaining or at least slightly informative, then why not, right? Who knows what I'll review next, and you might want to be there for it. So like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you. Now then, on to the negatives. The first negative I have is that despite having a really large map to explore, it's pretty much empty. There's not a whole lot out there. At first, it feels great, you know, I found seeds and a boar and a giant spider that's super scary. But then, after a while, you're kind of just running around and not really getting anything, seeing anything, or doing anything. So it is going to feel a bit empty at times, and I kind of hope they'll fix that. I know it's not in early access, but I don't know, maybe just add more stuff out there or something. The next negative I have is, despite the gameplay being pretty awesome, it's kind of meant for multiplayer. Like, I don't think this game was designed with single player ease of play. And what I mean by that is there's just too much to do for one person. You have to take orders, keep the tavern clean the dishes, cook new food, kick out the drunks, farm your plants, hunt for more ingredients, explore the map and complete quests, deliver food, fight off zombies, all at the same time. All of that at the same time. And a lot of those things are going to fall through the cracks if you're all by yourself. I didn't get very far before doing my review and was already struggling and asking my wife if she wanted to play it because it was just too much for me to handle on my own effectively. The fact that the game has no automation, no hiring of employees, and kind of needs more than one player to be efficient is also kind of a downfall. That's a negative. A game should be able to be played single player as much as it needs multiplayer, and a lot of people will probably find this as a negative, which is why I'm mentioning it. However, besides those 2 points, there's really nothing else negatively that I could say about the game at this point in time. So what are my final thoughts? Well, I think if you have a friend or two to play with this, then this game is great. It can be a lot of fun to just screw around with, or even when you want to take it seriously. There's so much to do here, and so much to be a part of, and all of it really well designed and put together, if you have friends. The game starts to go downhill when you're playing it alone, and the longer you play, and you need to take that into consideration before you buy it. However, if you do have at least one friend to play with who's into these kinds of games, then yeah, I'd highly encourage you both to buy it and try playing it with them. Overall, I personally think the game is really great even when I was by myself, but I can clearly see that this game needs more than one person and will be even more fun with friends. The choice is up to you. My recommendation would be that if you've got friends, it's a must-buy, and if you don't have friends, then be patient and seriously consider it. But I actually really like this game, and I intend to play it for the next few weeks with my wife. I think it's definitely worth its asking price. It's, if not more, and it's not broken. But the overall final decision is yours. I just hope I was able to help. So that's all the time I got for this video, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, with a special thanks to those of you who stuck around to the end. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you all again on my next adventure. So until then, I bid you all farewell.